everyone, SilverCheesecake, walk through Danganronpa 2! Alright, so you already know what time it is. I'm not even gonna say it. No, I am gonna say it, because I have to. I mean, that's how I start these episodes off. So. Thoughts. So really, the biggest thing that came to my mind, besides how much I suck at trials, is I wonder if there was some sort of symbolism in that execution. Okay? I thought it was, kind of comical that he attempted to go to hell. I'm referring to Gundam. Hold on. What the freak am I hearing? Weird. I'm over here hearing crap like fireworks or something. I think the 4th of July. It's the 8th of September. Come on now. Alright, anyway. He expected to go to hell, but he went to heaven instead. And I wonder if that is a reflection on his pure intent. And I say that because what he was explaining with him and Nekomaru, that they were both after blood in that little showdown that they had. But at the same time, I know Hajime was asking, are you talking about you sacrificed yourself for us or something like that? Which I'm guessing that means him sacrificing himself by taking somebody's life so that everybody else could live. Which, I don't know, it's kind of questionable because he tried to hide it and he hid it very well. I mean, it took me 6 or 7 tries to figure out it was him. But with it being both him and Nekomaru going at it with each other, I don't know, does it justify it a little bit more? Maybe it doesn't justify it, but does it give it more reasonability? Also, I wonder if there's a slight moral perspective with Nekomaru being a robot and essentially being given a second shot at life. So, because he's literally inhuman, that could, give it a little bit less of an edge with the whole killing thing. If you were to destroy a robot versus kill a human, you're going to feel likely less guilty. You'll probably feel guilty enough. Like in this case, Nekomaru is a friend. But, I don't know. It's something to consider. Also, going back to the allusion to the first Danganronpa game, where the 4th trial had to do with a suicide, if there was a sort of sacrifice involved, even if Gundam didn't risk his own life completely, or take his own life, I should say, I guess he risked it sort of, then I guess that can relate to how Sakura died for the sake of the group. So I don't know. And it doesn't seem like anybody has sort of sacrificed themselves in the series by being the killer. And it kind of makes sense because if you're killing somebody, you're impending a sacrifice unto them as well. So I don't know. It's just some things to think about. And I already mentioned before the whole thing about the elevator descending while Nekomaru's wrapped up in the wire and looped up to the doorknob and him moving as it descends and that whole conundrum. But that's whatever. I'm not too concerned about that. This is actually a pretty cool chapter, I have to say. Very neat concept with the funhouse and the final dead room and the fact that the ultimate weapon was the building itself. That was quite clever. Now, all the other stuff that was happening between Nagito and Monokuma, that's still very abstract to me. Like with the presence of somebody on the island that Monokuma's been waiting for, and the future foundation, and that there's a traitor from there that's among us. Now, with that, I do have a slight idea. I think maybe Chiaki could be involved in that. And the reason I say that is, one, she's the least likely to be a traitor, given how, good she's been at the trials and stuff, and how cooperative she's been with the whole group. And she's very kind-hearted, I have to say. But at the same time, she is the ultimate gamer, and this is the ultimate game. For an ultimate gamer who wants to experience, a humongous thrill like no other, one that an ultimate gamer would deserve, this would be the perfect venue for it. I mean, coming from the Future Foundation, if you were trying to satisfy that need, a killing game would be absolutely perfect. And, you know, I think Junko kind of had that. I mean, she was more about, you know, creating that environment of despair. But it was a game to her, too. It really was. So, I don't know. It's up in the air still. I mean, we got 2 more chapters from what I understand. So I think this next chapter is going to be kind of normal. And then all hell's going to break loose come chapter 6. But now I'm done with thoughts. After being released from the funhouse, we went back to living our less than ordinary lives. And if I think of something else, as usual, I will bring it up. And just like before, our day began with us all gathering at the restaurant. You know, every time we meet up here, it makes me realize just how crazy this whole situation is. The restaurant certainly feels more spacious than before. Of course it feels spacious. There are less than half of us here now than there were at the beginning. God.
Stupid fool!
The fudge? Get it together.
Oh my!
Did you hear something?
Hey!
It's Nekomaru. That was Coach Nekomaru's voice.
Huh?
What are you talking about? He's no longer...
What's up?
I'll beat you up!
What are you laughing about? I'll beat the crap out of you if you keep grossing me out like that. Hey, that's not cool. I was up all night working my fingers to the bone.
I am concerned.
More importantly, I'm starting to get tired of the seasonings in this restaurant.
Jeez.
Seriously, I'm starting to realize how valuable Terra was. Don't ignore me. I'm trying to talk to you about something important.
Huh?
Important?
All right.
Aw, that was cute. This took me all night to make it.
My!
Is that a Nekomaru doll?
I'm no doll. I'm Mini-Maru.
Oh my god, that's adorable. Mini-Maru? I took some parts from him to make it. What do you think? Awesome quality, right? Of course, it doesn't have free will or anything, so it's more like, you know, a toy. But isn't it friggin' adorable? It is for... I want one.
You serious?
Oh.
Thanks.
It's so cute. Thanks. I'll keep it.
Well...
Huh. I never said anything about giving it away.
I'll beat you up!
Don't be so stuck up. Your stuff is my stuff, right?
Whoa!
Whoa. Hey now. That's a bully's logic.
Man.
Well, it doesn't matter. I made this to cheer you guys up anyway. And as long as we have it, we won't forget, you know? About Nekomaru's sacrifice for us. We're standing here today because of him. So, we're gonna prevent something like that from ever happening again.
Engines ready.
I guess we gotta fight too, right? We can't just keep running away.
Huh.
I gotta admit, never thought I'd hear you say something that awesome. Of course. In the end, Gundam told us to never give up on life. So I will never give up. I shall fight until the very end. Gundam, please watch over me.
Miss Sonia?
Miss Sonia, what do you think of my little pep talk?
Oh my!
Oh, did you say something?
Are you kidding
What?
me?
I was up all night memorizing that speech.
Jeez.
And there's the punchline. I really like this. Thanks, Kazuichi.
I am Mini-Maru.
So you can get Akane. I mean, she's bright and smart. No, I'm just kidding. No, she's nice and likes food. You can take her out on a date anywhere. She likes little crafts like this. And she has other assets. What?
Man.
I'm only half as happy to be thanked by you.
That's right.
Oh, by the way, you can also use that to massage your sore muscles and pressure. Oh, now that's sweet. That's kind of sweet.
You serious?
Are you serious? That's amazing.
Of course.
Of course. I made it after all. Seriously, thanks. I'll take good care of it. Kind of looks really happy.
Hey.
Anyway, what happened to Nagito? I haven't seen him like I usually do. You don't have to worry about that guy. He goes solo all the friggin' time.
Well.
But still, I'm a little worried about how he was acting during that last class trial. Well, he's always been a dangerous beatard, but he's crossed the line, you know?
Hey.
That's even more reason we should avoid him.
But still.
But even if we do avoid him, what are you going to do if he approaches us? Nagito's sudden change was really weird. I wonder, did he figure something out that we're not aware of?
Now then.
Anyway, Hajime, this is the time you told us about what that was all about. Huh? That? You know, what Nagito said during the trial. You still don't realize it. Jeez, get it together. You're supposed to be symbols of hope, aren't you? I forgot. Except for Hajime, of course.
Hey, bastard.
What do you mean by except for Hajime? Are you really the traitor after all? No, it's not like that. I didn't really want to say it, but I guess I have no choice. Tell you the guys the truth, unlike the rest of you, well, apparently I was never part of Hope's Peak Academy's primary department. I'm a reserve corps student from the reserve department.
Huh?
Reserve department? It means, unlike you guys, I don't have an ultimate talent at all. Apparently, I'm just a normal person. Is that all? What? That's it? Dude, don't ever scare me like that. It's not something that I can just brush off, especially since it's about me. I thought I just forgot. I thought I got into Hope's Peak Academy because I had a talent all along. But crap! My whole life, I've just wanted to feel confident about myself. I thought getting into Hope's Peak Academy meant I had finally become someone I could be proud of. Not some frackin' backup student.
Right?
Cheer up, Hajime. It doesn't matter if you're from the reserve department.
Of course.
She's right. No matter what, you are our friend. You know, there's a saying in Japan.
Listen.
Fear is grateful for the danger.
Hey.
The heck? You're saying that all wrong. The fudge? Oh man, that last Monobeast screwed her up. So everyone was here. It was a real close battle.
I am sorry.
I apologize. I was trying to cheer you up, but I ended up saying the wrong thing. Well, it doesn't matter. Stuff is just hard to say sometimes. That's weird. Maybe you can't see me?
Huh?
Whoa, what the heck? You're covered in blood. Huh? You saw me. Yes, that's right. The Monobeast this time was very strong.
Yeah.
Gross, don't get close to me. Get out of here. No gratitude. I'm being treated like filth.
Hey, hey.
Hey, why don't you clean that blood off? We're trying to eat. Yes, I'm ashamed of myself. Wipe, 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 wipe. There we go. Now then, allow me to report to you all once again. After a fierce battle that's never been seen in history, I finally succeeded in conquering the last Monobeast. Because of this, it's finally possible for you to travel to the final island. I see. What a thin reaction. It's like I'm surrounded by tons of shabu shabu from an all-you-can-eat restaurant. Don't tell me this again. You're gonna say stuff like, it's not like we can get off this island. Why bother going to the new island? Well, it's true that I don't really expect much.
Don't misunderstand.
But who said we weren't gonna go? Obviously we're gonna go, dumb A. Huh?
So,
Assuming we were thinking about running away was a mistake.
I'll show you my
Because if we can't run, we can fight. I'll crush everyone who put us through this crap in one blow. So fight? Seriously, that fearsome group is called World Ender for a reason, you know.
What are you saying?
Why, did you forget what you said earlier?
Hey.
Dumb A, I only said that because I was trying to impress Miss Sonia.
What?
But don't brag about that.
settle down.
If you have the power to fight among yourselves, then direct that power toward our enemy.
All right.
Now then, let us go forth. Offense is the best defense.
Damn right.
You're right. Now's not the time for us to be bickering. I don't really get it, but when Miss Sonia talks like that, my blood starts to boil.
All right.
I'm getting pumped up. Let's charge our way to that new island.
Starting to get
The Future
pumped up.
Foundation, Monokuma, Monomi, I'll crush them all at once. Even me? You guys seem reliable. Hey, don't talk like you're not included. You're our friend too, you know. You're right.
Leave it to me.
Then I gotta do my best too. As we left the restaurant, the expressions on our faces were clearly different than they were before. They were filled with strong will and determination. Armed with that, we began walking toward the last island. But the clouds in my heart still lingered. I couldn't stop thinking about the reserve department. And that filled me with a strange, uncomfortable feeling, like a small bone was lodged in my throat. But I tried not to think about it. I tried to stay focused on moving forward. Oh, man. Smile at hope in the name of despair. With the Monobeast gone, we crossed the 5th bridge and arrived at the final island. Oh, I don't even get to go there? The fudge?
This is the last island.
Oh my gosh. Enormous buildings towered everywhere, as if the entire island were one gigantic city. It felt very sci-fi, as though the island was a snapshot of an urban metropolis from the near future.
I guess it has an ambiance befitting of a final island.
I guess it does. Whoa, look at this place. This is cool. Oh my gosh. What is this, golden guy from Japan? What? Get some ramen popping around? Oh, that's the thing I get. Okay.
No.
What? Alright, wow. I was wondering who was lured here by the smell. I expected Kane though, not you. I wasn't lured by the smell or anything.
Anyway.
Looks like this street is full of food vendors. As you can see, there's no customers or staff. Only the food is here. Yeah, that's fine by me, I don't care. Normally a street like this would be bustling with activity. There's no one here. It's actually pretty creepy to think about it. Okay. Okay, wow, there's nothing to interact with either. Fudge. Alright, well. Do that all the crapping time. I guess we'll wait, no, I did that wrong too. I guess that's that. Alright. Dude, the way he walks with like such a swagger or something. I don't know if it's a swagger or just like a confidence, like, or like rhythm. Look at him working those toothpicks below his waist. Alright, factory. Oh boy. Plushie factory? Can we get a bunch of mini-Mars? White smoke is billowing from the building on the back. Is this some kind of factory? But if it's got Monokuma's face on it, I'm sure it's a shady factory anyway.
Hajime.
Good timing. What's up, Jackie?
See?
This building clearly looks suspicious, right? I was thinking it might be good if I thoroughly look around inside, but
Well?
since it clearly looks suspicious, I thought it'd be dangerous to go alone. And do you want to go inside together? I'm surprised you didn't say okay. Why are you hesitating? What's the dealio? She's still unsure. Maybe better go if I go inside first. Okay, so there's a good warehouse and a factory. Alright, we'll go in the factory first. Alright, then I'm going inside. Oh my god. What the heck is this? What was being manufactured, one after the other, and being carried away on a conveyor belt was Monokuma. Nothing but Monokuma. The conveyor belt is endlessly moving through this enormous machine. The coconut tree carried by the conveyor belt is processed and eventually made into the stupid thing. Oh. The fudge? Alright, is there... Oh god. If I had to find the ramen-eating Monokuma... Screwed. The Monokumas are being tossed into this gigantic basket, one after the other. They better not be real. I picked one up with my hand. I see. So these are plushies. Monokuma plushies. Ah, the real Monokuma is sort of like a plushie too. But unlike him, these are probably actual plushies. Humph! Isn't the resemblance uncanny? They're my life-size plushies. Or, life-size plushies? I was planning to hit the big time with these. That's why I'm making them like crazy. I'm gonna be rich! But you've made too many. You're gonna be overstocked when it's all said and done. Monokuma's life-size plushie. I don't want it. I'd take one. I see. So this place is for manufacturing life-size Monokuma plushies. What kind of messed up place is this? Don't look at me. Don't look down on me. Do you really think it's just for life-size plushies? There's a lot more Monokuma merch in the goods warehouse next door.
Hey, hey.
What should we do? Honestly, I really don't feel like going.
But still.
But what if there's some kind of important clue? What are you gonna do? You're right. Then we should go there for just a little while. Alright, can I go in here? Oh, I can't. I wanna go in the break room first. Looks like the break room is on the other side of this door. Sounds like a place for housewives to gossip, but it doesn't seem like there's anyone at this factory. I can't even go in there. Alright. Any ramen eating Monokumas. Nothing. Alright, we're gonna leave. I pressed the wrong looping button again. Again. How's everybody doing? I'm doing superb, thank you. This music. Here we go. Factory. Yeah, in fact, it's creepy. This is Monokuma. He'll pop up and school ya, 'cause he's the headmaster. Yeah, then what we get after is our lives and hope. You don't need a telescope to see what we see. Okay, I'm gonna stop this quickly. I'm sorry, guys. Without thinking, I peeked into the piled up stacks of cardboard boxes. Rustle, rustle. There's a Monokuma calendar, a Monokuma sandbag, and even a Monokuma guitar. First there was the Monokuma archive in the funhouse. Now there's a plushie factory and all these goods. How full of himself is he? Mascot popularity doesn't last forever. I gotta earn the big bucks while I can. A mascot that isn't popular anymore is like a piece of candy without any sugar. In other words, has no reason for existing. He's starting to talk even crazier. Wait, what the? Wait, has it always been inverted? Because it's like, okay, it's not inverted up and down, but it is left and right. That's weird as fudge. Okay. It's like I can tell just from the ambiance that there are no important clues here. Well, at least we confirmed that. All right, let's look at them. Let's look at the tons of books. It's a bunch of books stacked up high. What in the world are these? Monokuma's poetry collection. How stupid. Who the heck is going to read this crap? Who starts reading it?
Hey, hey.
There's another book here, too. Let's see. Monokuma's Most Precious Moments.
See?
That's the actual title of this book, but it's a collection of nude photos? Monokuma is already naked.
Yep.
I know. So dumb. There are a bunch of cardboard boxes stacked on top of each other. Monokuma's Precious Moments. There are various goods inside them. There are even household appliances and musical instruments. They're probably used for packaging goods before they're shipped. Looks like they're waiting to be shipped, but I don't think these are ever going to leave the island. Oh, there's a dolly right there. It's gonna get used to transport a body. This looks like Monokuma panel. Why so many? I was thinking about using these to decorate the stores that sell my merch and make them look all boom. Then they'd stand out, you know? No store would sell your stuff.
You're so
Of course not. You're such a fool. Meanwhile, that's why I'll open an official Monokuma shop. I'm thinking about opening chains all over the world. Of course, the main attraction will be my life-size Monokuma plushie. Can't believe you thought that far into the future when you made these. Your business is doomed to fail. Enough already. You have no business sense anyway, so just stop it.
No.
Hey, don't say that. Let's do our best together. We'll be as popular as Pogs were in the 90s. Don't you remember how long this stayed popular? Besides, if you're serious about opening a business, you've already committed a major mistake. Because there's no merch of me!
My little
Come on,
sister.
my little sister. Don't you know the Aesop's fable about the rabbit and the bear? Not a tortoise?
Hey.
A long time ago, there were these two old guys. Two old guys living together. The old guys thought rabbits aren't as popular as bears. The end. Did you even need the old guys in that story?
In other words,
So So even if I made merch of you, it's pointless. A half-pink rabbit is so lame, you don't even have 1 ounce of good fashion sense. You did this to me. You're the one who has no fashion sense. Oh. God. Bonk.
What a hopeless way of snapping back.
But honestly, I can't help but feel like I might have made too many panels.
Special
So whoever wants to decorate the room, please do it as much as you like.
Here.
Come on, what are you waiting for? Hajime, let's run. You're right. We ran out of the warehouse, narrowly avoiding Monokuma's plan for inventory disposal. It's like you just got tired. Yeah, you're right. Do you have anything else to say? There are never hints in obvious suspicious places. Anyone who looks obviously suspicious isn't the killer.
Yep.
That's usually the norm. See, look, she's getting this whole game down to a science. I think she's getting thrilled out of this. Alright. Let's go outside. Gonna take a swig of my seltzer water. Let's look at the little pet I have. Little Dookie. Just a little Dookie. Alright. I just want him to moonwalk or something. Look at that walk. He needs a freaking catwalk or something. That is a modeled walk right there. Huh. And the beats like. H to the A, J to the I, M to the E. That's Hajime. Hajime. Okay. Military base. See, this is why he makes these plushies, so he can finance all this crap. Well, it's not crap, it's cool stuff. That thing over there. Is that a tank? Is it real? Not just that. There's lots of other stuff here that looks really dangerous. Man, this place is boring. Boring? What are you talking about? There's a tank here. Huh? I like strong dudes. Weapons don't excite me at all.
Obviously.
A real man fights with his fists. That goes for women, too. You want to battle a little? If you win, you can rest on my boob pillows. No thanks. Boob pillows? Oh. So is that why Nekomara and her father line? Get your butt out. Get your butt out of there. I unlocked an achievement for getting a bunch of these dudes, I think. This appears to be a military base. That's so. Despite the fact that this island is quite small, the military technology here seems rather extensive. These might prove useful when the time comes to combat the future Foundation. Useful? There's no way to be able to operate stuff like tanks and heavy weapons. Huh? Really? In my country, even a child in grade school can operate a tank, no problemo. No problemo. A course in modern warfare is required in class in all grade schools. Obsession with anime and now this? Sonia's country never ceases to baffle me.
However,
weapons are only weapons when humans start to use them.
I am concerned.
If no one uses them, they are nothing more than scrap metal. You're right. Fortunately, the stuff in the base probably won't be useful to us.
Please wait.
No, that is wrong. Huh? Well, I have discovered a puzzling document in the tank operator's seat. That's the Future Foundation's insignia. Jabberwock Island Development Plan. What is this?
However,
I assume it belongs to Monokuma, and it was placed rather ostentatiously. I do not know how much we can trust it. Do you think it could be a useful clue? Monokuma probably did leave it. Like you said, it's hard to know how much we can trust it. So what does it say? Beyond what is written in here, I do not know much.
well,
But it does document Jabberwock Island's redevelopment plan at considerable length. What is that plan? To place Jabberwock Island under the Future Foundation's control and prepare it as a central headquarters. A central headquarters for the Future Foundation. I thought Jabberwock Island was a tourist destination. Why would the Future Foundation be interested in it? In actuality, there was something written in here that caught my attention. The travel agency that managed Jabberwock Island went bankrupt, so the island was uninhabited for a long time. Because of that, the island was unaffected by the incident, which allowed them to easily gain a foothold. Wait, hold on. This place was uninhabited for a long time? If that's true, the maintenance here has been way too attentive. The items at the supermarket are always stocked, and the hotel is still really clean. Could that be the Future Foundation's responsibility? More importantly, what's the incident? What does it mean that the island was unaffected by it? I cannot discern that from this passage alone. Simply reading this will not help me grasp what those words mean.
Well?
However, there is one more thing that caught my attention. There's more? Do you remember the guidebook to Jabberwock Island in the library? It was written there that the central island houses a large administrative building. However, we could not find that building anywhere. We even commented on how strange that was, right?
However...
But according to this plan, the building that the Future Foundation is planning to use for their headquarters, could it be that same building? They are planning to rebuild it and use it as the Future Foundation's headquarters. Or so it is written. What the heck? It's so inconsistent. How do you rebuild a building that doesn't even exist? Darn it, what the heck is going on?
Perhaps...
We were so distracted by all of the horrible situations that kept happening, one after the other. We might have overlooked a more pressing issue. And that is the mystery of this island. What's really going on? This mystery doesn't make any sense. No matter how much we think about it, there's no reason behind it. Wow. Man. This is a military truck. Unlike the airplane at the first island, this looks like it actually has an engine inside. But I don't even know how to drive. And besides, it's not like I can escape this island by driving off of it. That's true. It's a military truck. There's something in the cargo box. Firearms. And there's a ton of them. There's a lot of different weapons, like guns and anti-tank rockets, carelessly stacked in here. Is it really alright to handle these carelessly? This is a tank, right? Is it real? Can it move? Oh god, no, I don't need to click on that. Everywhere we go, we're being constantly monitored by these surveillance cameras. Someone is watching us suffer, and enjoying it. This is a helicopter. Or this helicopter. Oh, shoot! Is this the helicopter Monokuma used to execute Terra? I didn't notice that at first. This helicopter! Don't screw with me! Ow! Hajime, what happened? It's nothing. I'm fine. I couldn't help punching it, but I just ended up hurting my fist. Darn it, I'm so weak. Alright. Anything else? Alright. So this Future Foundation. Huh. I wonder if they were the ones that caused the bankruptcy. For one reason or another. Oh. What? Sea King Industries. Oh my god. Oh, this is where the Monobeasts were developed. There's a bunch of strange machines lined up in all directions. Feels very sci-fi. Sea King Industries. Huh? They're a company that specializes in manufacturing electrical insulation and other machine parts. They're a mid-sized company with only 100 employees, but they're the biggest corporation on Jabberwock Island. And this place looks like a research facility. For a mid-sized company, this is a pretty nice facility, I'll say. I guess so. I only read about them in a pamphlet next to the reception desk. Besides, the size of the company isn't the issue here.
What's going on?
This company obviously doesn't make machine parts, so just what the heck are they making here? He's right. It's like they're making something more dangerous. Seems like it might be a good idea to thoroughly investigate this place. But this machine is making another machine? The finished product looks like it's modeled after a four-legged animal.
Hey, hey!
Does an animal-looking machine remind you of anything? Are you talking about the Monobeasts?
Maybe
Is there any chance that those Monobeasts were created here? The Monobeasts were created here?
Fine, fine.
Yep, that's what this place is for. No matter how you insist it's a game, people won't be convinced that a place like this doesn't exist, right?
Bye-bye.
That's why it's just fine.
There's something wrong
What
with
the heck did he mean by that? He wasn't making any sense at all. Doesn't matter who's convinced, because I'll never be convinced.
What's going on?
I mean, this place is for manufacturing machine parts. Why are they able to create such a dangerous robot in a place like this? Does this mean Monokuma took over this place and modified it to do this? Darn it, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. This automated machine looks like it's making something. Huh. Well, this is interesting. What would this be? Is this a mannequin?
Maybe.
It's a humanoid machine. Is that a robot?
You serious?
Seriously? How can they make robots? Hey, just how far did technology advance without me knowing? Do you think Nekomaru was made here? Oh.
That was close.
It's a similar humanoid robot. It's possible, maybe.
Hey.
But why would a company that manufactures machine parts have access to this kind of technology? I don't know. Maybe this place is somehow connected to the Future Foundation too? But I leveled up because I was pressing this. Alright. Quick dookie check. Oh, 2 dookies already? How? How? How in the dookie did you get the dookies? Alright, fuck them again. Hey, Kazuichi, get a hold of yourself. Huh? Why? Why? Because you're starting to laugh. You just start laughing all of a sudden. Well, obviously. What else am I going to do except laugh? I mean, it's just so childish. What are you talking about?
Hey.
Well, there's a computer over there, so I started snooping around to see if I could find any clues. Whoever was using this computer must have been sending emails to his buddy or something. He was probably trying to write a manga or something. He sent one of his story ideas to his buddy. It was such a horrible, delusional story. I was so embarrassed to read it that it gave me goosebumps. Delusional story. So, what was written in the email anyway? Well, I'll start with the idea for the story. Apparently, global riots are occurring in various regions around the world. And these riots were caused by high school students. I mean, seriously? That's not realistic at all.
Yeah.
So these riots just keep growing as people grow more dissatisfied and frustrated with society. That sounds familiar. Until eventually, it spreads like an infectious disease all over the world. Footage of the riots start getting circulated, and strange incidents start occurring one after another. A hopeless anxiety instantly spreads throughout the world as the end of the world gets closer and closer. End of the world? I know, right? Sounds like something a lame high school band would think of as a song title.
Hey.
Whoever wrote this needs to come up with a better story idea, because this wasn't realistic at all. I mean, students causing a riot on that scale is totally impossible. I'd never believe it for a second. But I learned a valuable lesson. I should always delete embarrassing emails right away. Are you serious? Hey, about that. Are you sure it's okay to say it's just a made-up story? Of course. I mean, unrealistic things might happen in real life from time to time, but there's no way this is real. That's more impossible than a notebook that kills people just by writing in it. Is he talking about Death Note? You're right. It's just a lot of unimaginable things have kept happening to us, so maybe I'm getting a little confused. But the world ending? There's no way something so unbelievable could actually happen. Well, at any rate, it's clear now, isn't it? What's clear? This used to be the Sea King Industries, but it's not anymore.
I see.
After this island became uninhabited, Monokuma took over this place and modified it without permission. He did all this just to shock us. That's the reason?
That's right.
It's not so weird. This whole time he's been doing similar stuff to us. But why?
This is bad.
Maybe there's a bunch of crazy rich dudes who are into this stuff. They're the ones who are making us kill each other. Those beachards get off on watching kids kill each other.
Hey.
Wait, hold on. Now that I said it out loud, that's actually a terrible assumption.
I mean...
If that's true, then our fates are in the hands of those rich perverted beatards. That sounds like something that would happen in a work of fiction. But the thought of it actually happening in reality is definitely unsettling. You know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of that movie, I think it's called Cabin in the Woods, where they're watching the people Like it's all the people that like work at that place, and they're watching the kids get killed one after the other until there's one survivor, and then there ends up being like another survivor. This reminds me of this like sort of concept that Kazuichi was talking about. All right, I think we're done here. Anything else?
Yo.
Hey Hajime, I was looking for you. What's up for you, Hiko?
Well,
I was thinking you've probably finished exploring this island by now. You're right. I think I've explored everywhere at least once for now.
damn right.
Then you want to meet up with everyone else and discuss things? Yeah, I don't mind.
Huh.
I figured it'd be annoying if we all went back to the hotel for this. There's a street nearby lined with food vendors, so I told everyone to meet up there.
Later.
I'm heading over there right now. Hurry up and come over. After letting me know, Hiko left the area. He actually took the time to tell everyone about that, huh? Well, now's not really the time to be impressed by something like that. It'd be bad to make the others wait. I should hurry over to the street with the food stands. Alright. Here we go. Don't pass it. Alright, looks like that's like everyone's here except for Nags, of course.
Huh?
What about Nagito? Who cares? It's not like he's our friend or anything.
Like,
I couldn't get in touch with him. I don't know where the heck he is or what he's doing.
now then.
So how'd it go? Did you learn anything about the Future Foundation? Not really. Like, I feel like I learned stuff, but I also feel like I didn't learn anything. Not clear which information we found is believable, if any.
However,
I believe there is no question that the Future Foundation is behind everything that has been going on.
Well,
Are we sure about that? Huh?
Huh?
What are you saying? If they're not our enemy, then what are they? If they're not our ally, or if they're our ally, there's no way they'd trap us on this island.
well, yeah.
That's true, but there's something I've been thinking about.
Hey,
Monomi works for the Future Foundation, right? She pretty much admitted it by this point. But even though Monokuma is forcing us to kill each other, Monomi has been opposing him. You mean, pretending to oppose him, right?
that's wrong.
No, I don't think she's pretending. They clearly hate each other. Then, it's possible that the enemy of our enemy is actually an ally. So kind of like how the headmaster was in the first game, who was keeping everybody in the school to protect them. And maybe that's the case here. Because she opposes Monokuma, you think she's our ally?
Please wait.
But even if they both oppose one another, is it not possible that they're both our enemy?
Starting to get pumped
Like a
up.
three-way battle. That's kinda odd.
hey.
Why, after all this time, are you suddenly backing up the Future Foundation?
Whoa!
Are you talking like that because you're actually the traitor who's working for them?
Damn it.
Don't be a frackin' idiot.
I won't be
No way.
fooled.
You're clearly suspicious. I mean, if you don't.
Settle down.
Kazuichi Soda, shut up. Yes!
Listen.
There was never a traitor. Monokuma lied to us.
Oh, my.
Lied?
Well,
It is simply a false entity that Monokuma made up, so we would be suspicious of each other.
you insolent
How can you
fool.
not believe in your friends after everything we have endured together? Weak. How weak. Oh, nags.
Man.
Instead of facing the problem directly and overcoming it, you're desperately trying to run away.
Such despair.
That weakness is hopeless. Nagito! Alright, I'm actually gonna have to end this here. Yeah, dude. It's getting real. It's getting juicy. Oh, I love this. Finally getting to the point where we're actually really beginning to learn stuff about the Future Foundation. But could they be a group that's just like Hope's Peak itself? That's trying to safeguard the students from the most horrible thing in human existence to ever have happened in human existence ever before in any time in human existence. Anyway, I'm gonna end this right here. Thank you guys for watching. Like if you liked it, dislike if you disliked it. As always, peace!